I think we are alive. It has been 2 weeks. But we continue. So let's tag everybody in the Discord. And Miser, there we go. Wabam! And then let us see what we can do. Let us see what we can do. Once and even work. Done. Okay, so now the title should be in order. Everything should be working. If not, I'm hoping somebody will tell me in the near future. But we will find out. There we go. There we go. I think we should probably do an intro, even though we'll have to find out shortly if that was a good intro or not. Okay. So the camera is slightly askew. So let's do it like that. And then we will leave the talking to the video itself. Okay, so welcome back everybody to a new adventure. Today we will be trying out a Outer Wilds randomizer, which I don't know how it works. I barely got it fixed just now, and let's hope that it actually works. And I'd say we'll dive right in. And let's also actually make sure that the people watching can see what is going on. So, the game is not Blueprints, it's Outer Wilds. Thank you. There we go. So, I have everything on the standard settings. I don't know what is and isn't working. Hopefully the text on the left bottom of the screen disappears after a while. And then we can go. So let's start by talking to Slate. So nothing new here. There we go. So we have to get the launch codes, which is of course standard procedure. So let's not do that. Oh, so signal scope is not something we have. Appears we have none of our tools. Okay. That's interesting. That's interesting to say the least. I don't know if talking to everybody here will be necessary. But let's go to the observatory first and then see what we can find from there. Let's see what we can find. Maybe this might be interesting because they tell you... They might be hiding for a while now, eh? Ooh. Okay, so we can't use the signal scope, but we did find something else. So, I'm guessing, like, everything is a check. Then, don't know if this is important, then they might tell us something interesting. No, okay. Well then, very interesting to say the least. Very interesting indeed. Wait, let's actually make it so I can see what's happening in chat. Okay, there we go, there we go. Let us see. Okay. I mean, we can find them, of course. We know where they are. It's just... But we can't use the signal scope, apparently. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go to the observatory, maybe go speak to Gosan still, and maybe he has a check, and we'll also check out the... The sound is quite low. Jesus Christ. Let's do that. Ah, there we go. Sometimes I put the music off when I want to test something, but of course we love the music in this game. We love it. Okay, nothing crazy. Hey Bark, how are you doing? Is there... There must be... Can the camera not see the... I am replaying the game. It's an archipelago randomizer. I don't know what the effects are going to be, but... Okay, so Tektite is where he's... I mean, up until now everything has been the same. It's just interesting, I noticed that this one cannot see the... Cannot see the ghost matter. So I want to try, maybe after we get into a loop, and see if... see if that works. Okay, let's repair the satellite, might be important. We do not know. Yeah, I have no clue what to expect actually. I tried to read as little as possible to make sure the first one is fully natural, but I have no clue what to expect. Okay, so we do have the flashlight, that's good at least. Don't know what I would do without it, for I am very much a scaredy cat. And also, does it randomize the... Does it randomize the DLC also? Probably not, right? Okay, okay. Okay, nothing too crazy for now. Everything here seems to be working. I don't know what it means that fuel and O2 is only at 50%, but we shall see. We shall see indeed. Velocity matcher is not something we can do. That's quite annoying actually. Okay. So we cannot match velocity. Well, good thing I'm an expert flyer. Good also that we learn this now and not like, let's say in 15 minutes when we actually... The game has been made harder. Like for example, we don't have the signal scope. We don't have the camera. And I don't remember where this last break is. It's on the inside, if I'm not mistaken, actually. Yes, there it is. It does also feel like we have less fuel than normal, but nothing too crazy. Okay, we found a jetpack fuel refill, and I mean, that's nice, sort of, but not crazy. Hey. Oh, we also don't have the super boost. I guess find the end of the game with less tools and resources. Yeah, that's probably what it's like right now. I mean, I'm not able to do the super jump, which actually helps you a lot in much of the exploration in this game. So we shall see. And I mean, if this is a fun thing, we might do it some more with more interesting or non-standard stuff. So we shall see. Yeah. Okay. Nothing crazy. And it would also be good after a while to know what checks do or what checks are where, so we can actually This might take way longer than I'm expecting it to take. I mean, today we'll be streaming till about 12 o'clock at night. And I'm thinking it might be finished by then, because, you know, I do know the solution to all the puzzles. I just don't know if that'll actually be possible. Shrine door codes. Shrine door codes. Which shrine, though? Shrine door codes. We'll see. Okay, this is nothing new. We can use the translator, of course, because we don't have it. Which is interesting. I don't know, some of the... Yeah, I have no clue what this is exactly. I mean, it's interesting that we get that. We shall see, I guess. Look at the system. Wait. Okay, I cannot click on the 3 out of on the solar system. I mean, for sure, but we're not up there yet. I'm gonna see if any of these are a check, just to make sure. Probably not, though, because you don't actually get anything from them. But yeah, okay. So I'm guessing none of these are actually something, and then... Shrine. I mean, there's a bunch of shrines in the game, but I mean... This is probably a check, or I'm hoping it's a check. What the fuck? Ugh. Oh! This makes me uncomfortable. Okay. So, Dark Bramble is the closest orbit. Then we have Hourglass Twins. Timber Hearth hasn't changed. Brittle Hollow is on the satellite course. Interloper is kind of samesies, and Giant's Deep is very much out there. No, it's not on the satellite course. Ooh, this is interesting. Hello, Outer Worlds, Archibalical person, best of luck to you. Thank you, hero. I will need the luck. I'm guessing. I'm not sure. What are we going to do? I'm gonna go somewhere no one's ever gone before. Launch codes. Okay, so that at least is the same. That at least is the same. Okay. So I think we did all of the checks on... or in the village at least. We'll probably get the time loop now. Or I'm guessing the time loop is at least the same. But, I mean, let's say, because I know there's like randomizers where the logic is off, right? Where it's just like completely random, it's not possible to beat. Like, would there then just not be a chance to get the launch codes and the time loop thingy, and you're just fucked, or how does that work? Don't worry about it. We are fine. Okay, okay. That worked out, I guess. Okay, so we don't have translator, we don't have... signal scope, we don't have the camera. I don't think any of those are actually really important, though. We will have to see. I mean, for the ending, of course, the signal scope is important because of Church puzzle. Okay. I mean, this is nothing new. Okay. Nothing new. Okay, well, let's... there was something new, though. AP tracker. Oh, this is very useful, actually. The Outer Wilds. Okay, so Giant's Deep, 4 accessible, 16 remaining. Brittle Hollow, 7 accessible, 16 remaining. Okay, so green indicates accessibility, red indicates what's not accessible, and just being colored indicates that it has been checked. Okay. Then, where do we want to go first? Okay, so none of the ship's capabilities work either. So going to Tektite is useless. Over here. This is useless because we can't use a scout launcher. We could check out these ones. No, these are not the standard ones. There's a big one somewhere. Hey Penny! How are you doing? I, myself, am slightly confused on how this is gonna work, but you know, that's just how it goes. You wonder if the sun even goes boom? It must be, right? I mean, it would change the whole flow of the game if it did it. So, we shall see. I mean, it looks to be... This is so crazy. Okay, okay. Let's gather our thoughts and actually continue. I mean... Oh, and we could also now check if the ghost matter that doesn't show up on the camera actually is there, or if the camera just doesn't show it. Are there any checks down here? I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think so. Well, I've experienced crazier stuff in the normal game. Yeah, but you're like, you're a crazy person with a bunch of glitches and stuff, which... Oh, well, of course I cannot translate. I can use the ball. Very nice. Cannot translate, cannot signal scope, cannot camera. I must not forget that, because that is very, very... Well, I mean, very annoying is an overstatement. Slightly annoying is more like it. Ah, I have lights. I always forget I have lights. Okay. And we don't have the oh, we do have the boost. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Oi, 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 oi. Also, today I did some working with my dad and my brother. And we got up on a roof. Not having the translator might be a big freaking roadblock though. Because I feel like all the checks are like translator adjacent. So if we cannot read anything, then we cannot find anything. Don't know if this is a check, but apparently it isn't. So like, even if we take it from here to there, it's not like we could ever read any of the text. Very nice indeed. But so yeah, today I did some working with my dad and my brother. We went on a roof to build an extra roof because there was a hole in the roof. And I kind of busted my back, so I'm kind of hurt. Now's the moment you're supposed to feel pity for me. But I should be fine. Hopefully just sleeping tonight will fix that. And while we were working, there was like this random dog that all of a sudden came into the garden, and I was like, whose dog is this? Makes no sense for it to be here. I have not talked or seen this dog whatsoever. So I gathered he ran away from his boss, so I had to catch him in the garden first, which was an endeavor with a broken back, but we did it. And then I called the police and sat outside with the dog waiting for the police to see if they could figure it out. And all of a sudden the dog owner pops up like, oh yeah, he does that all the time. And I was like, really? I would not feel safe or happy as a dog owner if my dog just ran away all of the time. Because, you know, there's a bunch of cars in the street and some people are not as observant as I might be. Oh, I was gonna check this. So refueling is still an option though. That's good at least. So nothing we can really do on Timber Hearth for the time being. Let's see if we can go to the Apple Rock, find something over there. Maybe Esker just told... Oh, we also don't have autopilot. Nor the velocity matcher. This is actually not that easy. Do I don't even have the landing camera. Okay. Feel like a newborn baby who just learned how to use its legs. Oh, that's good to know. I don't think... Do we use hints or not? Do we use hints or not? I always forget how lonely he is. Okay. Let's talk to him later. I mean, we kind of do know where we should explore. We go to the South Pole. Read the note. Oh no, the South Pole has... Oh. Let's not actually leave the moon's orbit though. Does interacting with this change anything? Huh. That's not where the sun is at all. This is so stupid. Okay, so that does work at least, but the orbits are so weird that it doesn't really work at all. Okay. Okay, so that doesn't really work. Then, I don't think we can actually do anything here because we can't read. So, like, putting this into here does nothing, probably. Okay. Okay. So, this is Rebec. Oh, nice. Oxygen capacity upgrade. Ooh, okay, that's nice at least. But I don't think there's anything we can do here. Oh, we can go to the North Pole, of course, and then see if reading the note over there does anything new. Probably not, but, you know, might as well check for first time's sake. Oh. Hey! Ghost matter wavelength. Okay, so we couldn't see ghost matter on the camera, but now we should be able to. Interesting. So now if we go back to Timber, I mean, yes, there might be a signal, I just can't locate it. So now if we go back to Timber Hearth and check the cameras where the ghost matter is, we should be able to see it, and then verify if it isn't replaced or it is. As in, does the ghost matter spawn in different locations? Oh, this is so freaking disorienting. Where is... There you are. It's crazy how used you get to actually flying the ships with all its controls, you know? Another great landing by myself. Okay, good to know. Good to know indeed. Then where do we want to go? I mean, Brittle Hollow probably has a bunch of checks. I'm guessing... the Twins are probably a good place to go. Let's do Brittle Hollow first, though. I feel like that's one of my favorite plants, so we should go there. If I can find it. Can't go there. Okay, I can't find it, so I can't do autopilot either. This is so messed up. This is so messed up. This is a full speed angle, if I've ever seen one. At least the lock-on feature still exists. Also, thanks for following, Jam. Welcome to the stream. Wha-bam! There we go. I mean, we could go to Gabrus Island. Decent. I don't know if he'll tell us anything useful, actually. I mean, he does teach you how to meditate, so that is a check, probably. Okay. let's just go through all of the things. I'm not gonna use the archipelago hints just yet. See where we can get on our own. And then we'll figure something out. Okay, so he doesn't actually teach us anything for now. For now. Then let's check out the other planets, I guess. I mean, we also just have the knowledge to get through the core, so I don't know how that's gonna work. It is a check that we probably need the translator for it, though. Oh. The ship does feel very, very weird. That is true. If I'm not mistaken, the route is like here to the left. And then like we can jump over here if we don't fail it. But gravity is probably messed up because of the physics engine the game runs on, right? So, I have no clue. Oh, we also only have 50% of the extra jumping power, so this jump might not even be possible. Oh. Okay, it is, it is. I don't remember where the ghost matter is here. Okay, so let's wait to do that until we actually have the camera. Oh, I spilled some water. Well, that's just how it goes, I guess. Ugh. So I'm thinking what checks are actually useful without the translator. We could go to Brittle Hollow and check some of Rebek's notes and such. We could also, because like going to the probe cannon doesn't do anything for us because we cannot read any of the text. Going to the interloper is a check. No, it's not, because there is only Know My Writing there. Dark Bramble is a total bust until we find the signal scope, so yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's go to Brittle Hollow. This is so stupid. And then I'm guessing we can do a bunch of stuff. Can we do a bunch of stuff on the twins? Without the translator? Translator is so pivotal, actually. I might have came in a little too hot. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. That was fine. That was decent. Is the terrain around the southern observatory always this strange? I have no clue. That is stuff I do not notice. It's good at least that we found that oxygen upgrade pretty early on, because Galena's radio signal. Oh. When did we find this? Or was it just always available? I mean, it doesn't look like it's in there. Oh, I only have photo mode. I don't have launch mode. That's interesting. So we can go to Giant's Deep. Okay, so what did we get? Galena's radio signal. We don't have the signal scope, so we cannot do anything with that yet. Where else is there a... This is not my ship. We could go to Riebeck's entry point, if we can find it. Gravity is very low on this planet, 0.7. That's also unusual, right? Okay. Let's see if we can find Riebeck's entrance into Brittle Hollow. There we go. Because there should also be a note over here. I mean, at least we can now approach the dark matter, because I don't know all of them out of my head. Because I might be a nerd, but at least I'm not that big of a nerd. Okay, that's Cope. I am very much a big nerd. That was a loud one. Okay, escape pod 1 signal has been found, so we don't even have the signals. Even if we did find the signal scope. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Anything in here? Don't think there is. Let's give Riebeck a visit. And see what we can do from there. This is quite the experience already, actually. I'm very thoroughly enjoying myself. Kinda looking for stuff I didn't even know was necessary to be looking for, you know? Okay, there we go. There we go. He's still down one floor now. Yes, he is. Okay, that might have been a little risky. Going to the Whitehall station is probably also not really useful. Because there's nothing there that we can actually use, right? Okay, did we learn something? We didn't learn something. Okay. Let's do all the text options, see if he has something to tell us. And not do any hints yet. Oh! We found the entanglement rule. Oh, this is kind of big. Who else has interactable stuff? There's an gotta go man, it's alcohol time. Don't go too crazy on us. Although I did have a little alcohol event myself last week. So, you know. I announced it. I did. Or you did, that's true, that's true. There's the marshmallows at Esker's that we can eat. That might be a check. Stuff like that, you know. Is Whitehall Station actually even that far from here? It is not. I mean, it's not now. But we can get back easily, right? So that's not an issue. Let's see if we can find anything there. Probably not, though. Maybe just going there is a check. We should also keep our fuel and such in mind, because I'm actually very happy that I refueled at Rybex, because that's something I would never check even if that was the only thing I had left to do in the game, so... There we go. Okay, so nothing in... What the frick? Nothing in here directly. This does nothing for us yet, I think. Don't know. I never remember which of the two is the most efficient one. Ah, I did a mistake. I cannot warp? Huh. That's very annoying. So if this goes around, it'll do nothing. Damn. Okay. Oh fuck. Now we are in a little pickle. So this is probably a meditate angle. If possible. It is, okay. Where is our ship? Quite a decent ways away. I mean, if we... Could we get to... Giant's Deep? I don't think we have the fuel for it. So this is a meditate angle if I ever saw one. Well... This is peaceful at least. Yeah, let's not. Okay. So we go to Esker. He might have a check for us. What else can we do? I mean, we need to find the translating tool. Is there anything? Maybe roasting a marshmallow is a check. Or sleeping. No, it is not. No, I only very rarely actually roasted the marshmallow when I was playing the game the first time. Because I'm not really a person that stands still and takes in the sights all that much. No. Didn't do diddly. Okay, okay. This is so interesting. It's such a different way of playing the game. It's not even comparable to how the game is designed or meant to be played. Like, I feel like for most planets I have like an intuitive way of where they are supposed to be when you lift off. But just now it's not there. We are trying to get over there. Let's not fall into the atmosphere. Got a Gabro and smell pine trees. It's so weird to see things. Nothing is normal. Like the landing does not work. Oh, nothing works. Just nothing works. Where am I going, Esker? At least the flashlight works. I would be so lost without it. This is a check. It is a check. That's very nice, at least. Maybe there might be even 2 checks in here. Okay, well. We have fuel capacity upgrade. Very nice. So now we have full fuel and full oxygen again. That's decent, that's decent. And then we'll eat Esker's green marshmallows. See if that's a check. So I've really no clue where half of this stuff is going to be. You found the ship damage trap. What? Oh no. What do you mean ship damage trap? Okay, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Okay. Ship damage trap. Now I'm scared. Does Gabro have a refill? He must have, right? So we could go and check on him. Oh, damn. What? When did the ship die? Was my landing that bad? Can't even remember. Okay. Oh, the ship got damaged because of that check. Is that how it works? Interesting, interesting, interesting. We could also visit the church. But we do have the scout launcher. But only in photo mode. So we can go to Solanum? Or do we need the... Oh no, wait, because we only found the rule of quantum entanglement earlier. So it's probably necessary to find all the rules before that even works. Or I'm guessing that's how it works. We also can't go to, like, any of the warps. This is frying my brain to a degree I didn't think it was going to be fried. Let's not fly into the sun. We can just go full gas. Also, do I know any other locations that have notes of any of the other travelers? I don't think I do. So here it does show 2.0 gravity, but on Gabro's island earlier it only showed 1.6. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Hey! Okay. Now it's also... How does that make sense? So confused. So confused. Find Gabro's statue. Okay, so... Maybe finding the stuff they tell you to find is also a thing, or a check. That's good to know. Oh. Oh, oh, oh. This is really bad news, actually. Let's try and save our soul. Okay. That worked out fine. That worked out fine. But it's not like we can really do anything here, I think. I mean, we could open the door. Maybe that's a check. Man, I barely remember the inside of this cave. And I've only finished the game like 2 months ago. Okay, so opening that doesn't change anything for me. Okay, so we go to Gabro, see if he has anything we can pick up. The meditation is also probably a check. It's probably nothing we can find in there. And once we find the translator tool, that will be big, 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 because that means we can basically go everywhere, right? We can also check this. Now that we have the camera with photo mode. Yes. Oh. Okay, so getting on that way is not an option, I think. So we must go the long way around. I like how it tells you to use the long boost or the super jump. Okay, let's. Okay. Ah, okay. This is Feldspar. Boost duration upgrade. I mean, that would have been nice to get on the way here. And there's a gas tank. Okay. But I don't think there are any other checks here. I have no clue. I mean, probably not, right? Probably not. Okay. Then let's go to Gabbro's Island. Oh man, that makes such a difference. Holy damn. Okay. Where can we find some fire? There we go. Okay. Let us see, let us see. What can the wise Gabbro bring me? Doesn't seem like he has his refueling station. Or at least not down here. Might be up here where the campfire is. And then we'll ask him to teach us how to meditate, and then I think that might be a check also. Yes, okay. Oh my Jesus. Couldn't even move that much because my back hurts. Oh. Oi, 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 oi. That's evil. It's truly evil. Oh! Messed up. Truly messed up. Boy! Not gonna be good for that or because of that for another few days. Then we can go to church still. Let's try and do that. I mean, those are all the easy checks, of course, that we don't need any... translator tool for. Where am I? I mean, we could go to the satellite, see what's up. Though, is that a good use of my time? Don't know if it is. It might be something. You never know. You never really know. Maybe I should take some painkillers, because... Damn. This not being able to use autopilot stuff is very, very, very annoying. Oh, of course, there is the thing here. I don't know if it's a check, but we might do something with it. It is not a check. Okay, so DLC related stuff might actually be off limits then. Which makes sense because the DLC is so non-language focused that it's impossible to randomize it, in a certain sense. Oh, yes. Is this a flying into the sun angle? I have no clue. The orbits are so weird. What is going on? Stop. Okay. Oh, we didn't take damage somehow. We are trying to get to the other side. There we go. There we go. Found their deep space satellite signal. I mean, that's something at least. Kurt is of course already in his doomsday. Okay, let's talk to him a bit earlier on the next loop. Then I'm kind of lost on what we can do still. I mean, I might try to do the hint to see what it's like. Because, I mean, we're still kind of in the testing phase. I don't know what's going on. I feel like... Welcome to the stream, Robobus. Ay, ay, ay. Wait, no, stop. No, stop. Okay, wait, okay. Yeah, I mean, that did just happen now, but okay. So a hint is... What does it do exactly? It tells you where something is. Just straight up. But we can't find the... or we can't do the signal scope yet, because of course we don't have the translator tool to actually read that text. Do we? I don't think we do, right? We could do some experimenting with in the high energy lab on the next loop over, and see if it just works with the signal scope, I mean, but it probably won't, guessing on how it's been up until now. This is so interesting. Unexpected camera error. Interesting. Jacob Simpkins, how do you even randomize this? I mean, that's kind of what we're finding. Oh, Jesus Christ, my back hurts so much. What we're finding out right now. I mean, for starters, the orbits of all the planets is completely messed up. Thor Bramble is at the sun, for example. But also, like, I don't have the signal scope. Let's wait for the loud sounds to be over. I don't have access to the signal scope. I barely can use the camera. I don't have the translator tool. I mean, I have to find the all three quantum rules, I think, for the moon to work. Maybe following the probe is a thing. Probably not, though, but we could try it anyway. Like, for example, once we get up here and into the ship, we can take another look at the map, which looks like this. Complete and utter chaos. Okay, but then again, following the probe without autopilot is just stupid. We were going to go to high energy lab. I don't think getting any achievements would be part of a check, probably. So, like, getting this out of orbit is probably a nonsense point. Did I even get it out of orbit? We will go to... We'll do... Okay, first we'll have to find the Ember Twins. There we go. And then we'll try and... Yeah, we'll see if we can find anything in high energy lab by messing around with the cores. Okay, let's start braking. Okay, do some evasive maneuvers. We could also mess around with this. Maybe? See if that does anything. Probably not, though. Because we can't read any of the text anyway. Oh, there is a recorder here. I never knew that. Very useful indeed. A marshmallow. And we also have this. Another marshmallow! Okay. But for the rest, nothing of actual use. Then let's find the entrance to... Ah, there it is. To the Sunless City. Okay, so the ghost matter should be all the same. It does seem to be the case. Which is good. I enjoy that fact. Let's put on the... Oh! Getting into Sunless City was a check. Oxygen capacity upgrade. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Let's put on the lights. Okay, so some exploration is a check, but some exploration isn't. Somehow. If ghost matter was randomized, that'd be super hectic. I think it is an option, actually. But we're for now, because I would go crazy otherwise doing the standard options. To not lose our minds just yet. And then once we get used to actually playing randomizers, if we want to continue doing these. Oh yeah, I always forget that this is a thing. Then we can play around with the options and do some more crazy stuff. Setting this up was also very, very easy, actually. So I hope playing around and fiddling with all the settings is easy as well. Because I'm not technically aligned whatsoever. Like, even just getting started with mods is like a huge headache for me. But yeah, the page of the mod people, the the mod alien people, the people that make mods, was very clear on what to do. So I always also forget how freaking loud the sound is. They were very clear, so it was very, very intuitive to set up. Which, if you're keen on trying this yourself, you can just search up Outer Wilds Archipelago mod, and then it should pop up. Okay. There we go. And before I started this, I thought just knowing the game would be such a cheat that it would make the challenge of it being randomized kind of trivial. Which to a certain extent still is kind of the case. But, like, let's say you enjoy the game, but you're not that good at flying. The challenge is in the flying itself now. Oh, that's the sand beam. I mean, I'm guessing that breaking space-time might be a check. And the hint said that one of these, I think this one, is the signal scope, but we don't have the translator, so we can't access the signal scope just yet. Places like this is where you'd think you'd find the translator or something, but I don't know. I have no clue. But I mean, since I'm guessing the logic of the randomizer tracks, I would hope that the translator is hidden behind something that you can actually check up on, right? Because otherwise it would just be impossible. But yeah, let's see if testing some stuff over here actually is a check or not. Oh, but I don't have the scout launch. I can't launch the scout, so I can't do the the space-time test. There's nothing else I can launch, right? No. Sucks. It sucks. So High Energy Lab is a total bust until we get the until we can get the scout launched, or until we have the translator tool. Whew. Okay. Let's go back to the ship then and do some thinking. Because we also learned on Whitehall Station that we cannot use the teleporter unless we find the teleporting key. So yeah. Okay, we're going to the ship. Have I gone to the quantum tower? No, I have not. We could test that, but going on information from earlier, I don't know if we can. I mean, we've done 20 things already. I can't interact with the I can't interact with the chat, I guess. Ah, okay, now we can. Now we can. Okay, so the first one now is Wilhelm found their entanglement rule. So I'm guessing you need all 3 rules before you can actually do the puzzle. But we can try it. We can try it for sure. If we can find where the moon is first. No. Giant's Deep. Okay. Oh, there he is. Or she, I don't know. Okay, there we go. We should probably... Oh! Oh, maybe the camera can't capture... quantum stuff yet. Because it says camera, EM range, visible, and ghost matter. So it's probably a check to find... the quantum range. Maybe? I have no clue. I have no clue. Let's... What is this? That's the interloper. I want to go to Brittle Hollow and walk around there some more. Because we entered the Sunless City, that was a check. And I'm guessing entering the Hanging City, maybe the observatory will also be a check. I have no clue. I have no clue. But the game says there are 87 checks. So, and we've done 20. Maybe this won't take that long after all. We don't know. We don't know. Let's start slowing down though. I was thinking about the quantum trials, but it's good to know that the moon... Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, we could do the quantum trials, but we can't read any of the text though. So, I mean, we might try it. It's just I don't think it'll be actually... I don't think it'll actually bring us something, but we can do it for sure. No, we don't have the tools to do it. Do we not have the tools to? I don't know. Oh no, we should have the tools to do it. Do we? Do you need to launch a scout? We'll find out later. We'll find. Where am I going? Inside the observatory. So I would like to go to. I would like to go to the gravity cannon, which I don't actually know where it is. Maybe it's already left us on its adventure to Whitehall Station. Or we can just enter the Hanging City, that's also an option. Let's do that. There's also a fuel refill at the exit here of the but I don't know exactly where it is. At the exit of the Whitehall Station exit, PP, which is somewhere around here. Oh, over here. So it should be like right behind this wall. There it is. A marshmallow. Well. Found Felspar's fuel notes is a fuel capacity upgrade. That's good. That's good. Let's go into the Hanging City then. See if that nets us anything. We don't know. Aha! We found the scout! Now we can do the high energy lab test. I mean, probably this in here doesn't do anything for us, right? No, maybe interacting with the black hole forge lever? Not really. But just entering locations is, in a certain sense, a check sometimes. So going to the probe cannon locations might still be useful, actually. But let's go to Whitehall... No, not Whitehall Station. Let's go to High Energy Lab first, see if we can do some of the testing there to see if that's a check at all, even. Okay, I might... I didn't. I might fall, is what I was wanting to say, but I didn't. So, it was a waste of breath. Oh, yeah. Okay. I always forget where exactly this exit is. Okay. It is very much a headache. That is true. That is true indeed. But we're doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Maybe in an interesting order, but doing stuff nonetheless. Now we can launch the scout. Okay, but the range is only still visible in ghost matter. Oh, but we probably can't do the quantum trials because we can't do any quantum imaging yet. If that makes sense. Damn, okay. So... Okay. That does make sense. And I was, until now, just not going there because I thought that I would need the translator tool to actually do something here. Only way to check, I think, would be to look for rocks and see if the pictures work, but could be a waste of time. I mean, the loop probably is ending, almost, so... once we get to a new loop, we can test it in the observatory to see if it works. Or we could go to... Oh, we could have tested it on Brittle Hollow itself. With the shard, the tower shard there. And High Energy Lab might also just be filled right now. Or full. I don't know. Also don't really know where it is, to be honest. The sun station still is at the sun, though, so that's something, at least, for continuity's sake. Yeah, the high energy lab is probably completely filled up, eh? Oh, it's over here. Okay. But we probably can't launch our scout anymore. Because of how filled up it is. Yeah, that kind of sucks. But oh well. Oh well. Yeah, I did see the sun station around the sun, though. So that's something at least. That is something at least. And it's also, I mean, we might as well test it, but I'm guessing it doesn't work. Is to see if the warp towers work. If we can find Ash Twin. Might as well check the most important one. Yeah, okay. Requires know my warp codes. Okay. Then, I mean, of course we can't do anything with this. Okay, but that was a fruitful loop, though. We learned a lot. We learned a lot. Maybe just walking in here is a check. Probably not, but we might as well try. No. Of course not. Okay, let's check out the sun exploding. Maybe just dying is a check? I mean, it might be. It might be. But everything might be a check now, you know? So... we need the... I think translator is most important, though. And then we can just go around all the planets and check out all the text. Don't know which ones would be important, but still. Okay. So we were going to go to the observatory, which is probably faster to get there through here, which I never actually did. Or I never actually did it this way. Just a little hop, skip, and a jump. We don't have the signal scope yet. No, we do not. Well, I also have no clue where it might be. I think we've done... So that's not a check. That's not a check either, because you don't get anything. Unexpected camera error. Huh! So it does not work yet. Very cool. Very cool. It's also so counterintuitive to how the whole game works just normally. I have no clue how these modders do this stuff actually, so I'm not gonna think about it too thoroughly. These nodes did nothing, right? No, no. Or I already checked them, that's also an option. Okay, then we should check the ship. Because, yeah, I mean, it's very, very impressive, that's for sure. We could check the ship, because it does tell us... So on the Hourglass Twins... But we cannot do anything yet. Timber Hearth has 4 checks still. Brittle Hollow has 1. Giant's Deep has 2. I don't know what the Outer Wilds means, but you know. Probably like Quantum Moon stuff and Eye stuff. Okay, so Timber Hearth has the most things to check still. I mean, I don't know what they are. Oh! 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 So it gives you a little rundown of what checks... Okay, that's actually very good to have. Ghost Matter Plaque. It's very helpful. Oh, it's probably the plaque just outside here then. This one? Oh! I could have found that way early! Okay. But that's good to know at least. That being said though, doesn't this menu trivialize the whole randomizer aspect? I mean, of course, now because of the because of the translator, all of a sudden a lot is accessible, right? I mean, I would have loved it to have the translator on like another planet, to be honest. But you know, first run is a first run. We can't do too much thinking. Okay, so we need to find... Electrical insulation. Oh! So we can't do the tornadoes unless we find it. Oh, we found the... When did we find the... entanglement rule? I mean, now we have a bunch to check out, right? Let's go to Tektite, because now we can launch our scout. We can do a bunch of stuff, actually. Because apparently also just talking to him is a check. We still don't have autopilot and landing gear and stuff, so... what an interesting thing. Okay, we found a marshmallow. Okay, so now of course we find feldspar. I mean, we could go to feldspar now through... through the scout, I think. Or at least it should bring us to the correct room. And that's 2 more checks also. As in talk to him and as in get his fuel supply. I don't know if the game will let us go past the anglerfish though. That might be a whole other thing. Or maybe the game is like, you don't have, or your ship doesn't have the capabilities to go into Dark Bramble or such nonsense, you know? I have no clue. But it's definitely an interesting thing that's happening here, so... let's see. Let us see. I didn't know he was that close. Was he always that close, or am I just crazy? I can't sit straight. My back hurts so much. I want more water. Okay, I'm going to get more water. It might take a little while though, because my my back is hurting so much. I overdid myself today working with my dad and my brother. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ on a stick. Okay, okay, okay. Oh. Oy, oy, oy. Okay, I'm gonna stand up. Feel like an old man. Oy, oy, oy. Ah. Okay, okay. We made it. Okay, resume. Where were we going to go? We should verify if I just made a mistake with the anglerfish there by making too much noise, or if I actually just can be seen by them. They regain their sights, like it's an evolution thing. Although we don't have the scout in there anymore. We'll just wait. We'll just wait. Now that we have the translator, though, I think Giant's Deep is an easy one to get out of the way first, or even the Atl Rock. Let's do Atl Rock. Still no launching gear. This is the South Pole, so let's make our way over here. Let's do that. There we go. And read the text in here. See if that's a check or not, actually. Spaceship eject button, let's go! So we don't have to read anything, only the first one, I think. But of course, if you want to update the ship log. Okay, so not all of them are actually a check. Very interesting indeed. Okay, well, that's good. That's good. Like we have 150% oxygen and 150% fuel. That makes 0 sense whatsoever. But then let's go to Giant's Deep. There it is. Hey Bert, how are you doing? Welcome back. We are... I mean, it's going fine. We're learning how it works here. Oh, but we probably can't do everything on Giant's Deep because we don't have the insulation. Unless we can just do the... You're tired? Well, that makes 2 of us. I'm also broken, but you know, that's par for the course somehow. Oi, 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 oi. There are jellyfish, so maybe we can... Oh, but we can't use the... tornadoes, can we? We'll see. Oh, so it doesn't send you down hard enough for it to work. That's good to know. We can also not do the quantum tower because we don't have the quantum imaging. So really all that's here for us to do is... oh, we can do the shipyard and we can do the other island. The statue island. That's 2 things at least, and then we have to come back once we have insulation and or reverse tornado technology. We also still don't have the signal scope, which kind of worries me. Grove shard signal. That's good. Oh, oh, oh. High space. This always takes longer than you expected today. We're just flying. Oh, bye space. Okay. Don't know if any of these will be a check. We are about to find out. I don't want... so you only randomly unlock the regular game mechanics here? Exactly. And it's like weird stuff that you have to unlock as well. For example, you can't just use the knowledge you have from defeating the game to defeat the game anymore. For example, I cannot use warp towers unless I find the know my warp codes. So we can't just go to ATP and go to the and then go to the eye and just get it over with. I also can't take pictures of quantum objects yet, for example, so we can't even visit Solanum, even if we wanted to. She must be so lonely in there. I'm guessing this does nothing either, or is not really a check either. I mean, we should probably just use the tooltip in the ship to know what are actually checks. Although that might be considered cheating by some. I don't know actually. You guys should decide in chat what whatever you find fair for rules. Because I'm guessing there's like too much in the game for everything to actually be a check. Then let's go to Statue Island, read some text over there, see what we can find. But it's definitely an interesting concept, that's for sure. None of those, no. Might be in the sky. You never know. I wonder if there's a blueprints unrandomizer. Hey, there is Gabro's ship. The fun part about Gabro is he literally has all the capabilities to be like the greatest explorer in the universe, but he doesn't do anything. I think it's cool. It makes knowing stuff only slightly helpful. True. True. Blueprints unrandomizer would be goated though. That's for sure. Let's take an interesting turn through here. Where is Statue Island? This isn't it again? I think it's just lost to space and time. How can we keep missing one island? Where did it go? There it went. There might even be two checks on this one. There might even be 2 checks on this one. I mean, the knowledge of how to beat the game, of course it helps, right? Like, it makes exploring so much faster, it makes finding stuff so much faster. But it can only help to a certain degree if, like, most of the mechanics that you learned are just gated behind an unlock. Like, it does, we found feldspar signal, okay. Like, it doesn't matter that I know that I can take a left spinning tornado underwater and then take a jellyfish down there if we don't have the installation and we don't have the technology to do that, you know? So yeah. I mean, up until now, this has never been a check. So I don't think it will be. I mean, that might be a check, but that's a waiting game. Can you get your ship in here? I mean, we'll just wait until it just flies up. And see if anything up here is a check either. But probably not. Because this area literally only exists to make sure that you know that that area exists. So, yeah. Yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, well, then let's see if you can just fly your ship under there and make that work just like that. But I don't think the opening will be big enough. And we could also really, now that if we want to, brute force the Black Hole Forge check. Oh, you can just fly under here. Of course. Then it does this. Huh. You mean, but why brute force it if we want to try to actually beat it the normal way? I mean, that's a fair point. Why fly into here? Because you can't get here. Through any normal means. Right? Like, you're supposed to wait for the island to get shot up. But I don't have the patience for that anymore. So I think that's it for Giant Steep for now. Then let's see what the sun is doing. We're probably about 2/3 through the loop. We could go to the lantern. Might as well. It's a check. Maybe it's a check. I really would like to have autopilot back, actually. It's crazy how used you get to such conveniences. Okay. Yeah, it would be nice to crash into the sun again. I mean, crashing into the... Oh, now we... Oh, no, it's not true. I was gonna be very excited about Whitehall Station, but we can't use the warp yet, so... That's still very much a non-option. But now the question is, which volcano has the mining site into it? Not that one. Probably not this one either. Probably this big one over here. Huh, also not. Speaking of, did you land on the sun station already in this? No, I did not. This landing might be quite difficult, actually. No, I have not tried. I think that would be a very foolish endeavor. Okay. Oh. Okay, we found Rebec's signal. That's something. That's something. Who has the patience to wait for a warp tower skill? Well, I don't, that's for sure. Okay, so there's nothing on this side. That's good to know. So, we can do a bunch of stuff in here, actually, or at Brittle Hollow. We can do Southern Observatory. Let's not die. We can do Southern Observatory. We can wait for the tower to fall. We can... brute force Black Forge or Black Hole Forge. Although the tower might already be gone. And I don't... Jesus Christ. And I don't know the route to... the observatory, like... out of my head. Or I don't know if there's... although that might be a good starting point over here. But I don't think this is something that can be accessed. No, of course the auto-gravity will do its work. I don't remember if there's some place here you can land. Oh, this is not where I want to be, actually. I mean, we could do this now. Oh, but we haven't put up the forge yet, so it's kind of like a useless endeavor. Depends on my skill. I mean, I know I can do it. I've done it. Oh, the gravity cannon is there. Where the hell is the observatory? There it is. Okay. This is such a stupid way of going about things. Also, don't even know what I'm really stuck on. Oh, there we go. It's probably wait for next loop type of situation, but you know. Okay, that's something. Now we try and land here. Or here. No. Okay, well. And now I'm just stuck. Then let's go to Whitehall Station, watch the sunset on Existence, and then... go next. I mean, if we're really fast... I should have thought about that earlier, but that's fine. I like how the Whitehall Station is completely stable orbit from the sun. Like, no motion whatsoever. Zero. I did the wrong movement there. Okay, let's check the ship log. I think that would be wise. What time is it? 10:15. Okay. We can do like 2 more hours before I go to bed. And if we don't finish today, we'll continue tomorrow morning. But I do think it'll probably be possible to finish today. Now that we have the translator tool. And we also know for a fact that the signal scope is in high energy lab, so that's something also. Okay. Astrin project, baby! Of course we have nothing quantum, but that's normal. insane how there's still 6 things we cannot find, actually. What are these? Frozen shuttle, ruptured core. Okay. Okay, that does make sense. Land? As in land on the quantum moon, then. Okay. I mean, now it's really a point of going to most of the places, reading the text, and then I mean, and I think once we've seen the... I mean, I don't know in what sense the signal scope is useful, actually, but aside from Church's puzzle at the very end. And I guess, like, finding Feldspar, but also not really. Well, we'll do high energy lab first, and then we'll go from there. I also don't really know if autopilots can figure this stuff out once we do get it. Because this is not a normal orbit. It messes with my brain so much. I mean, and we might be able to... okay. We might be able to finish the game without even needing some of the stuff, right? Like, let's say... like, the tornado stuff is not actually important if we can do quantum imaging and find the third quantum rule and the Nomai warp codes before... like, if it's not locked behind the deep, Giant's Deep stuff, then we're fine. For most of it. Yeah. This is, one of the worst landings I've done, probably since opening the game for the first time. Okay, we can figure the ship out later. We need to go to high energy lab. I have a flashlight. I always forget, but I have it. Do you need the quantum stuff to finish the game? I don't know. I mean, if we want to see Solanum at the end, then yes. But I don't know. Okay, let's open high energy lab first, because that's Just a nice place to be able to enter from the outside, and then... I mean, Solanum is the only real reason why you would ever need to go to the Quantum Moon. Right? If you want to beat the game. Because I don't think she tells you anything that's vital to be able to beat the game. I don't think she does, yeah. So really, all you need is... there is a whole quantum thing inside the eye, but I hope they won't require that while letting you inside without unlocking. I mean... yeah, but do you need to take pictures in the eye? I don't think you do, right? So... like, just having the knowledge is enough for it to work. I think. Yeah, I think you should be fine, actually. You need zoom for chert, that is true. But that's what we're getting right now, I think. Oh. That is what we are getting right now. Because I did one hint on accident, kinda. I mean, I wanted to know how it worked, but I didn't think it would be so overt, the hint. So yeah. I know the signal scope is in high energy lab. And now we can also do the testing of this time dilation stuff. I don't know if it's here or if it's somewhere else, but we know for a fact that the signal scope is in here somewhere. Are all the checks required to beat the randomizer? I don't know. I have no clue, but I mean, I know the quantum imaging is a check, and I think just to be able to complete some of the checks, quantum imaging will be necessary. Because, I mean, Solanum is for sure a check. The question is then, is Solanum a necessary check? There we go. Signal scope acquired. I mean, I think also... there we go. Using the ship log is just a way to not waste a huge amount of time. Especially the first time when, because like this checks thing is more of a Metroidvania type of way of playing a game. So in a certain sense it doesn't make sense. Let's see if this is a check though. Doesn't appear to be the case. I mean, yes, Bert, that's true, but it depends on what the logic of the randomizer is. Because I know for a fact that you can put the logic off, and then it's entirely possible to not be able to beat the game, for example. But I would think that with the logic on, that they would make it so that everything kind of follows into each other, you know? And maybe if we do some crazy or non-logical things, then instant translator on might be a good call. Just for it to make like an inkling of sense. Okay. So on Timber Hearth, there's still 5 that are inaccessible. I mean, yes, okay. So now we... I like how some of the logic is can access space. I don't think the stranger is part of the randomizer, no. Because I think the stranger is such a hard thing to randomize. Like, the stranger has a very clear and concise direction where you need to go. Like, it tells you, like, you find the first 3 or 4 locations, and then it's like, okay, this scroll tells you that you need to do this. This scroll tells you that you need to do this, and so forth. And then you find the next scroll because the first one told you where it would be found. And then it just guides you to the game. And then the last puzzle is actually a puzzle. Okay. Turret's Grove Shard Plaque. Okay, let's go there. It's also a much smaller footprint, exactly. I mean, it is very big, especially the first time you get there, but it's so much more contained. Like, so much more contained. No, I'm not saying it's bad. It's just different. It's just different. It's like the themes are completely different. The build-up is completely... I don't know what I got now. Coordinates. Coordinates. What's the use in that? What are coordinates, precious? What? I didn't know that. Mines. Okay, let's do radio tower and Esker. Also don't know where this radio tower is exactly. Oh, this forest seems like it, yes. Wait, do I not have the radio tower frequency? Or is it this that they mean? No, that's not it. That's not it. This maybe? Aha! Electrical insulation. That's big, very big actually. So now once we get under the current, we can... This is also something that you can actually very easily shake off. Hide and seek frequency, deep space frequency. Okay, so we need a bunch of frequencies. That makes sense. Let's go to Esker. Scan that. And we can jam ourselves in between an island when it flies up and Giant's Deep to get under the current. So then we don't need the or we don't really need the what am I saying? The tornado check. To be honest. Aha! Now we found Tefra's radio signal. So it's a wild goose chase over here. Go back to the village. And we can also now scan the... and after we go to the village, we'll go to the geyser to scan the rocks in there. Or we'll just go to the geyser first, since that's closest by. Doesn't flinging yourself at Giant's Deep still get past? Yes, that is true, but only if you go faster than 7,000 meters per second, which is very difficult to hit if the planets are not moving in a way that is normal. Or I think, at least, that it's going to be very difficult to hit. And last time I did try that, it just didn't work also. Third signal, okay. Yeah, because it's harder, I mean it's probably still possible, but I've never gotten it to work, to be honest. But then again, I only did try it once. So, yeah. I don't know. I did it once for the achievement, and then that was kind of it. And then I got the achievement through jamming myself between the flying island and the current, not because I actually did the 7,000 meters per second. Good to know, still don't have the achievement. I mean, the achievements are very fun, actually. I mean, in most games, or in a lot of games, they're very grindy. But in this game, they're really just like a fun bunch of challenges. So, I really do recommend doing them, actually. Oh, this is Galena. Okay. Oh, for sure. Just can't get a specific one to work for. Oh, that's kind of sad, actually. It's only the base game one I don't have. Wait, didn't I have Tefra? Maybe I need the hide and seek frequency first before I can actually find them. Well, they're gonna be hiding this loop, that's for sure. Okay, so Timber Hearth is everything done for now. Then let's do Giant's Deep. Or, I mean, I like Brittle Hollow more, actually. Hourglass Twins, we can do almost all of them. Let's do Brittle Hollow first. Scan the banjo signal. Okay. Top Voltex. Okay. So explore Hanging City a bit. Do some. It's just standard stuff. First we'll have to find Brittle Hollow though. There it is. I mean, I like the DLC achievements the most, actually. They're like an interesting combination of very weird and also very fun. Hiya! There goes the ship. There goes the ship. I mean, calling back the shuttle was a check, if I'm not mistaken. Who needs a ship anyway? I mean, I don't think we're gonna go off Brittle Hollow anyway, this loop, so there's a bunch of stuff we can do in here. There's a bunch of stuff indeed. I mean, and even if we do fall in the black hole, the ship will be right there. Easy. Parking the ship in there is probably the best thing I could have done, to be honest. Oxygen capacity upgrade. Again, so now we are like 2% alcohol, 200% oxygen. Don't know how alcohol popped in my brain all of a sudden. Must be a craving. I am allowed to drink alcohol on Twitch, right? That's allowed? Must be. I've seen a bunch of drunk streams. I've done a drunk stream myself. What am I even talking about? I'm trying to find the old settlement, but I don't feel like this is the correct way. Okay, let's just go to the observatory and go from there. Okay. It is not through here, but through there, if I'm not mistaken. And then... Yes. And then we can go to the Hanging City and do some exploration there. And if at the very end of the loop we still have some more time, we can do some Tower of Knowledge nonsense. Don't remember which side I like the most. Oi, oi, oi. Oof. That always gives me stress for some reason, that I might fail. Okay. There we go. There we go. And then one last jump. Easy. And then this was the check, if I'm not mistaken. An unskippable 1-minute nap will begin. What the fuck? Wasting my time? What the fuck? It's literally just a time waste, I think. I don't think this is useful in any way. This is not correct whatsoever. And that still tracks at least. At least, yeah, he's right. Can't mistake that one, let's be honest. Okay, so these are not checks, apparently. That's good to know. Yeah, these are okay. That's good to know. Let us verify actually that our ship is still at Whitehall Station, because then we can just do that check without having to do the TP stuff. The ship is indeed still at Whitehall Station. Well, then let's jump through the black hole. I think this is as good a moment as any to do something like that, and then we can go to the Hanging City, etc., etc. Jesus Christ. his ship has not drifted that far, which is good. Which is good. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. Okay, that was highly difficult for what it was supposed to be. So this is a check. Yes, a marshmallow. Very nice. Then let's get out of here, because we don't have to come back here anymore. There we go. And then we'll take the ship back to Brittle Hollow. And go from there. I'm guessing the tower isn't here yet. Yeah, okay. That does make sense. Okay, let's go. Come on. Where is it? There we go. Quite the distance, actually. 30k. Okay. We'll start braking at about 5k? Something like that. Okay, that might have been way too late. Way too late. Okay. Oh, that's an asteroid. There we go. Okay, so what all do we need to explore in the city here? Okay, so old settlement. Solanum's class report and the Hanging City Shrine. Which I kinda know where those are. Do I? Do I? Not on this level. Or at least I don't think it's on that level. Ah, the loop has come to an end. let's get the check at least. An oxygen refill. Very, very useless. Ah. Well then, at least we will again get a good view, or maybe the tower will be here. If we can find it. Ah, there it is. We might be too late though. We will very much be too late though. Yeah. Well then, another great day of randomization behind us. Wow, cinema. We could do interloper to get that behind us. We can also do Black Hole Forge, to be honest, and the Solanum's class. Let's see. Let's see. I think we'll try and finish Brittle Hollow for now, and then we'll go from there. Brittle Hollow. Where are you at? Okay, well, now I can see the interloper. Let's go there then. I have been successfully distracted by the almighty powers of random chance. And as we all know, luck is a skill. So, there we go. Oh. Ah. Complete other side of the galaxy. Because the sun is not at the center. Does that change anything for us? I don't think it does. Okay. Okay, landing maneuver completed. There we go. And then we stand in, or on the interloper's crack, and see what we can find when we delve through there. Oh, Jesus. My back is really hurting. Let's hope that tonight's rest fixes that problem for us. Okay, we can zoom. That's good. That's good at least. So yeah, the sun station is actually around the sun. I mean, let's say you do like no logic, right? Then it might be possible that the interloper isn't even in an orbit around the sun, and then it'll never melt, right? Or does it not work that way? Or does it not work that way? Yeah, I think getting to the ruptured core is the most important part here. Jesus Christ. Why are we so fast? That was crazy. Doesn't make sense at all. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind next time. Doing something else first, though. Let's actually finish Brittle Hollow this time. Ah, there we go. There we go indeed. Let's start slowing down at like 10 kilometers then. You know, just to not fly completely over. We might still be flying completely over. Damn it. I mean, at least we're in the good spot, right? Perfect landing. Then we'll go to the school district. Gotta lurk for a bit. No worries. Go for it. It's been good having you already, so. Thou hast done thy job. Or something like that. Through here, and then this will be like a ghost matter infested location. Really? I don't want to be here, though. Ah. That was very disorienting, to say the least. This is a reset angle, if I ever saw one, because we can't use the teleport. Well then. We've only done 8 loops, really? I'm so compromised. Holy shit. Okay, Brittle Hollow again. Third try is the charm. Or so I've heard. No. Where is it? There you go. Okay, so we'll be braking at 12 kilometers to go, or like 13? Like now? Might still be too late. Oh, no, this might be great. This might be freaking great. Ay. Awesome. We could actually, you know what? We could, before we go to the Hanging City, go to the old settlement here and, because we can't use the signal scope to catch the signal yet, but we can go to the old settlement and do that check over there. There we go. Now the question is, do I remember where that is? Because this isn't it, or at least I don't think this is it. It's probably this down here, right? So... like through here. And then... through here. Like so. And then one of these will be a check. Maybe? Oh, or just looking at it? Oh, okay. Distress beacon frequency. Very good, actually. Very good indeed. And then now we're trying to get to the Hanging City from here, which I don't know if that's possible. It might be possible through this path. over the ceiling, if we can get there. Ah. There goes our path over the ceiling. Damn it. We could, though, use... if we can see it. That. No, 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 no. Oi! There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Not even a... Thanks a lot. For freaking nothing. We are trying to get to the city. Again. Which is over here. Very easy indeed. Okay, there we go. All the way down again. Over this bridge. Take some pictures. Okay. I think the school isn't that far anymore. No, this is it already. Very nice. Is it the other scroll? Let's see, let's see. Huh. There we go. Jetpack refuel. Not a great find, but still. Not a great find, but still something is still something. Then we will Oy, okay. Gravity is very weird still. Okay, then let's bring the forge up. See if we can get back to the ship. And then see if we can get to the forge through some finagling. If at all possible. Because the people of this mod might have thought of that. We shall see. We shall see indeed. Up through here. There we go. Okay. Where is our ship? Somewhere over this crater. That does make sense. Dangling over the edge, apparently. This is a situation and a half again. Okay. Okay, where are we? No, this is not it. This is it, though. Okay, first try, not so great. Okay. Maybe that'll work. No, we're not. There we go. There we go. Easy peasy. Now the question is... Probably the black hole forges a check inside. Or at least that's what I'm guessing. No. Maybe this one. Maybe it doesn't let us until we actually have all the stuff necessary. Hoiw! Found Gabro's signal. And then this connection thing might be because we found something that wasn't meant to be found yet by the game's logic. Okay, let's check the ship log then. Because that does make sense, that the game would find that annoying or weird at least. Okay. No, we have to stay here and do that. Brittle hollow. Okay, we can't do that yet. We do have the distress beacon now, and we can do the tower. We can do everything on hourglass. We can't do some because we don't have the frequencies yet. Let's do the brittle hollow ones. We're here anyway, and then next loop we'll go to hourglass twins. And what was brittle hollow? The tower and the escape pod signal. Okay, let's go there. Let's go there. Okay, let's see if we can find the distress beacon. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And then we might also do some traveler beacon exploration. Because we haven't done a lot of those either yet. Found oxygen refill. And scan any silent running mode. So that means that we can now probably bypass the fish. That's a big freaking find. Or at least that's what I'm guessing that means. So then that must mean that that fish that found me earlier was not a fluke. Of course. Of course. Huh. Once you have the coordinates, the actual coordinates can be viewed here or in the Eye of the Universe coordinates entry of the AP inventory. Can't access... So there's a bunch of stuff we still need for that. Next, we'll go to the Twins for some more, and then Giant's Deep, and then Dark Bramble is now a place we can go. Okay, I feel like we're getting through this, or we might be through most of it right about now, actually. Let's see if now is a good time to go. Okay, so the tower is still here. Jesus Christ. Wait. I'm in my ship, right? Yes, okay. Then we'll wait for the tower to arrive here. And then we'll have done everything on Brittle Hollow. Okay. That's great. I think we repaired everything that was necessary to be repaired. No, we have not. What is even that? Something, or something, rather, next to a thruster. Aha, the hull. Maybe even more important, let's be honest. Okay. So we are currently waiting for this one to spew out the Tower of quantum knowledge. Because once that comes out, then we can continue. The next loop we'll do, or we'll explore the hourglass twins properly. But I don't know how far into the loop we are. Probably like 2/3. So we'll probably have to wait a little bit longer for the tower to come through. I also recently learned, I don't know if this is true or verifiable, but sometimes or some loops the tower might not even come through, apparently. Which was new information to me when I heard it for the first time. Which is always the case, of course. New information does always arrive the first time, now doesn't it? Okay, well, there is the tower. Which is what we need. God damn it. Okay, good enough. And then we'll read the top. The top thing, and that will tell us exactly the thing we get. So probably one of these two. There we go. Boost duration upgrade. I mean, that's something. It's not what we are looking for, but it's something. And then let's verify that there's nothing else that we can find in here. Because it would be quite sad to have to do this waiting game twice. There we go. Yeah, so now there's only one thing remaining, the tower shard, which we can't do because we can't scan quantum fluctuations yet. So next loop is the twins, and then we'll go from there. Let's see if we can get to Giant's Deep for now. Because we can, although the loop might be almost finished anyway, so let's see. I mean, we can go to the... Of course, we can do the... What's it called? The whole probe thingy, cannon, majiggy. Which we haven't visited yet. So, let's do that. Ah, okay, it's the end. Well, that's just how it goes, apparently. That is an island. That is an island. Still can't get used to the fact that the entire bramble is just like next to the sun. Okay, let's give up on trying to reach the probe for now. And let's enjoy a little sunset. Oh! My water is finished again. Kinda thirsty. I mean, I think the sun exploding is a good reason to be parched, so... that's valid. I think Ember Twin might be a freaking annoying one to search, actually. But there's a bunch of checks, so we might as well. Okay, we are technically halfway. But I feel like we have most of the important parts and we're missing like only 1 or 2 things to actually finish the game. But then again, you could see the collecting of the things as finishing the game instead of actually getting to the eye. Where am I going? So yeah, that's a whole other discussion. That is a whole other discussion indeed. I don't know if this makes sense, but somehow flying this rocket ship feels like sailing. Now, I've never flown a rocket ship, and I've never sailed before, so... make of that what you will. Okay. Okay, let's see what we can find. Okay, scan the drum signal. Sunless City Shrine, entrance text wall. Okay, what is... the lake bed cave is probably the hardest one to get, right? So let's do lake bed cave first. If we can find shirts within a timely manner, that is. Okay, there we go. Oof, do I know the navigation for this still? I don't know. Is this a look away type of situation or not? No. Is this the exit again? It is. Shit. Okay. Do I really not know this anymore? Ah. Damn it. Is this just a dead end? Is this the way? I don't remember what the way to go is. Through here? And this is where quantum stuff starts to happen, I think. Yes, it does. Damn, I haven't been to this cave for such... I could have just used the rule of quantum entanglement, god damn it. Okay. Oxygen refill, well, thanks. I could have just used the rule of freaking quantum entanglement. Okay, well. Huh. I don't know if this is something we need to read. Might as well try. Nope. Okay. I don't know what just happened. What was that? I'm so confused. I want to go back to my ship. I'm not crazy, right? That was not normal. Okay. Let's visit our ship. And then I think we have a bunch of stuff to do in the Sunless City, potentially. I mean, like anglerfish for one. Sunless City Shrine. Yeah. This we can do at the end. The end. That's also end. Okay. Okay, so we'll do Sunless City first. So Fossil and Shrine, then we can go from there. Jesus Christ. Where is the entrance? There we go. There we go indeed. So we're looking for the shrine, which is in like the ghost matter area of the Sunless City. I mean, we could also, if I'm not mistaken, if we recall this, that's also a check. That we have not done yet. Quantum Moon Signal. Signal. Okay. Don't know what the Quantum Moon Signal is exactly, but we did something at least. Then we'll go to the... let's not fall in the cactuses. The cacti? Cactuses? Okay, let's put on the lights. Then we'll do Anglerfish Cave first, I think. Let's overlook. We want the Stepping Stone District. Okay, then we'll start with those two. Shoot our scouts through here. So we can actually find what we're looking for. There we go. That should do it. Then go through the Anglerfish District. Oh damn, this is filling up pretty freaking quickly, eh? That will be a two-step thing then. There we go. Then if I'm not mistaken, this piece of text should be another check. There we go. Nap trap! God damn it. That might kill us, actually. Because now we might be stuck in the fossil cave. Okay, we were not. That's something at least. This, by the way, was the last piece of text I ever needed for archaeologists. So it holds a special place in my heart. There we go. Then I didn't know this came through here, but okay. Then, so we didn't do the shrine district because we were too late. Then I think most of the rest of the stuff is surface level, yeah? Yeah, so these are all surface thingies. So we'll do whatever we find first. So this, and then on the ash twin itself. I could just use the beacon, of course. There we go. There we go. Okay, jetpack refuel, totally useless to us. Then we are looking for this little building, where we read this piece of text, if I'm not mistaken, and otherwise the scroll that's just behind there. Okay, it's a scroll that's just behind there. I mean, once you find the translator, the game is basically free. There we go. Another jetpack refuel. Very sad stuff. Then we'll go to the ash twin. And what are we trying to get there is the... if I'm not mistaken, is in the timber hearth or hearth tower, and in the ash twin tower. Well, first we'll make a landing and then we'll go from there. Our class twins, wall text, and brittle hollow wall text. Okay, okay. This is no, this is yes. English. This is no, this is yes. Wall text should be down here. Aha. There we go. Esker signal. Also kind of completely useless because I feel like we already scanned Esker, but okay. Then let's go to the twins. which should be right behind the sun here. Right, the orbit isn't logical. I always forget. Okay, there we go. Pick up the scroll, go down a level. Not through here, but down another level. We can't be warped because a burnt marshmallow. Okay, well, that's all the Ember Twin stuff then. Okay. Then we only have a few locations left to go, I think. I mean, obviously Giant's Deep and such. But that's not a lot, to be honest. Yeah, so the Sunless City Shrine. Giant's Deep, we have a few checks. And our Bramble. We have Feldspar's note. Yeah, okay, so this is all just Feldspar related, so we can find Feldspar. That'll be pretty easy. The Giant's Deep ones are probably orbital probe cannon related. Ah, of course, and then the trials. And then ruptured core. And then there's a bunch of stuff still, but you know. Okay. So we're basically almost done. But it is 12 o'clock, or just about 12 o'clock, which is when I said I was going to stop. So, for my back's sake, for all who don't know, I hurt my back today. I think I'm going to stop for today, and then we continue tomorrow morning, and then tomorrow we stream the whole day until like 8 o'clock, something like that. So, tomorrow will be a 12-hour stream. But today was very fun already. It's just kind of sad that my back is hurting a lot. But for the rest, yes, that is it. So, thanks everybody for being here. Thanks Amity for following. Thanks Jacob for showing up, being here for the first time. Thanks Bert for always being here. Thank you, Bark, for showing up at the very start. Thank you, Robabas, for also always being here. Well, now double thank you, Jacob, for following also. Hope feel better soon. Hopefully I can catch the end tomorrow. I mean, at the end, I'll probably, you mean the end of the rando then, right? I'll probably sleep for at least like 8 to 10 hours, so like 8 o'clock wake up, 10 o'clock wake up, something in between. That depends on how good I'm feeling. But yeah. Thanks everyone for showing up, and then see you in the next one. And then I'm going to put off the YouTube stream first, because otherwise the VOD doesn't save. And that is a big no-no, yes.